You are not going to get rich renting out your time. When I first heard this, it sounded too good to be true. I was clueless on how to own equity in a business. I realized that, okay, to get wealthy, you got to own a piece of a business. Yours or someone else's, it becomes yours to gain a high degree of financial freedom. This is one of many ways. It's not the only way, but it is one of the many ways, one of the major ways, especially for the entrepreneur. So you might have some questions. How do I buy into a business? Oh, I have no money. How do I do it? How do I create a business and make it successful? I don't know. Look, big questions. If you're a client of mine, message me about this. Well, let's talk about it on our coaching calls. If you're not, it's going to be tough because these are complex questions. DM me on Instagram at Strength of Saad and we can talk more and I'll see if I can help. Okay? But you will not get rich renting out your time. When I started making substantial money, depends who you talk to. Respectable, decent. I don't even think I'm that good. But some of you obviously want to be in the similar position I'm in. So that's why I'm teaching from the position I'm in. And where I want to go, I know needs to necessitate me to continue to invest in businesses. So whether it's owning the e-commerce store I did, whether it's getting into the product business, which I am now, or whether it's owning and selling a six-figure registered trade organization company, certificate 3 and 4 in fitness. These were gateways to high leverage activities that took me away from trading directly time for money and building a scalable business. What I would suggest is get very good in your domain of expertise. Make as much money as you can, hundreds of thousands of dollars. Then invest that money into businesses. However, a lot of you won't know how to get to that point. I recommend you speak to someone who's done it before like me to help guide you. But for now, I will give you at least something a little bit more. Assess the circle of the people around you, because it is much better to invest in businesses that are already established than start new ones. Build on existing momentum than trying to start from the beginning. An object at motion stays at motion. Consider inertia and the laws of physics in this principle here. If you can help something move faster by applying more force to it, you are the force, leveraging your expertise and knowledge in whatever that may be, marketing, sales, money management, admin operations, whatever it is. You can trade your skill set for a piece of a business. And then you have equity, and then you should have a profit share. And that profit share is what helps you gain more money once the business is profitable, which it should be. You want more, DM me. Number 20, you will get rich by giving society what it wants, but it does not know how to get at scale. At scale is where the real money comes, like big money. People have the information. I'm a health professional, business mentor, right? So people have the information. Here is a bunch of information on how you can get wealthier and make better decisions with your money. Understand money better. And I have a bunch of information on this channel as well and on my Instagram about how to live a healthier, better quality of life. Nutrition, psychology, training, mindset, blood work, gut health, PMS symptoms, etc. All of it. All of it. All of it. I can solve almost any human health problem at faster than almost anybody. A big claim. I've done it. Done it many times. You'll see. I'm not a magician, though. There are some things I can't. Some things are out of my scope. Of course. However, point is, there are certain problems that I can solve much faster than almost anybody. So if I could guarantee you can get out of suffering, or at least find somebody who will. If I can guarantee I can get you out of suffering, out of your problem at much faster than you could do it on your own, 5, 10 times faster than you could do it on your own, and then 2 times as fast as you could do it with someone else. And you don't even know, maybe you don't even know how to get out of your situation. Maybe you're overwhelmed by all the information out there. You don't really exactly know how to do it. Isn't that valuable? Would you pay for that? Could you get rich if you offered services alike to that? Well, conceivably, yes, particularly if you did it at scale. So you have to think about high-level problems that you don't know how to get. For example, I don't know how to drive a boat. So if I take the ferry across the water, I'm going to pay whatever the ticket says. I don't know how to drive. What else? Helicopter rides. Experiences. Books. Books have information that of things that you don't know how to get, that it can contain within it. Contained within it is the answers. So my courses have information that you don't know how to get and achieve, and within them, like Peak Productivity Masterclass, good example. It's on my website. It's a free 59 minutes on my YouTube. That contains within it my cornucopia of systems. It's like an 8-pillar system that I've used, from lighting to sound to mindset to habits to the actual time scheduling to the efficiency modulation of how I periodize and progress my own productivity. It's like everything to be the most productive human possible within business and life, and do it in a healthy way. Do it in a way where you're driven by energy. I've sat in this chair for hours and I have not wavered in my ability to maintain energy. And I've only eaten like 800 calories for the day so far. I haven't eaten for hours. What is that? Have I super sane my blood glucose levels? Perhaps. Or I've set up a system and a set of habits that are very effective and efficient, and a lot of it is based in there. So you can look it up on my channel. I've got a third of it out there for free. So how about that? You can listen to it. Things like that, right? Just giving you an example here. Like martial arts actually as well. It's like I've been boxing for a little bit now, so it's like I can't teach myself how to box. How arrogant of me! How arrogant of you to think you're going to make $1 million, $500,000, $100,000 a year. You don't know how to do that. So you can either Google search ad nauseum, forever, on the wheel, the hamster wheel, acting like with the amount of arrogance that you have. You're going to do it all on your own. You're going to solve all these problems on your own. How arrogant of you. Mike Tyson had custom auto. Michael Jordan had Phil Jackson. Kobe Bryant had Phil Jackson. Well, you ain't going to have... If mentors and coaches are good enough for them, and they're not good for the best, they're not good enough for you, arrogance is a killer. It's a killer. Number 21, pick an industry where you can play long-term games with long-term people. Okay, we're finishing this off now. Pick an industry where you can play long-term games with long-term people. So a lot of people think very short-time horizon. I think long-time horizon. I want to think, all right, not days, not weeks, not months. I want to think years and decades. The people who think years and decades ultimately are the wealthiest, most impactful. And so I'll be honest, it's very difficult for me to think in decades right now from like a professional career perspective. Okay? I can think in years, but I'm not Elon Musking. Elon Musk is the greatest example of this because he thinks in actually centuries. He thinks in lifetimes. He's thinking, I'm going to die, and in like within 40 years, and we might or may not colonize. We're probably not going to colonize Mars by then, but he's going to set up the foundations and systems to be able to do that. So then someone can take over his place and do the same. So he's playing a long-term game with long-term people. So when you look to get into business with somebody, I would ascertain and understand and analyze within yourself why you're doing what you're doing. Are you fast cash? Because if you're fast cash, you're going to play a high-risk game. It has high reward, but it has high failure rate, high punishment rate. You can play in the crypto game, but unless you're being guided by an absolute professional who has gone through 10 years, 5 to 10 years of bull markets and bear markets, then you are probably destined to lose a lot of money, at best break even, at best. And so that is a long-term player, someone who's been in the game for a long time. So you want to play long-term games with long-term people. So when you get into business with somebody, ask them what they're in it for and how long they want to play this game. I've been in my industry, in the health, wellness, fitness, medical industry, medicine, integrative medical industry for nearly 10 years. Long-term game. No signs of getting out. Adapting, improvising, innovating, evolving, of course, but I'm playing long-term games here. Long-term games. So ask yourself why you're playing the game you're playing, and are you playing it for a long time, and how do you want to play it, and what's your exit strategy if you're going to have one. What's the purpose of it all? The last one in this series of 22 mistakes and lessons. All returns in life, wealth, relationships, and knowledge benefit from compound interest. All returns. This is a summary of a lot of the conversations we've had. Habit stacking and stacking things over a number of period of time, whether it's recurringly investing in an ETF, a stock, or training every day, compound interest. Reading every day, compounds. Your knowledge compounds. Did you watch all of these videos and did your knowledge compound throughout? Or, you know what? Of course, if you watched it this far, you did. Or, you know, there's a certain amount of people who stopped. Like, this isn't for me. Learning about money isn't for me. I know everything already. The fucking arrogance. I know enough. It's not everything. It's I know enough. So you losing on the compound interest now. You've lost. If you knew enough, then why do you have the problems you have? Riddle me that. Riddle me that. And this concludes just one component of my money mastery course. The amount of value in that alone, the 22 golden money rules and debilitating money mistakes to avoid. If you want to see the rest, go to strengthofsaad.com. The link is in the description. Link is on my website in the masterclasses and courses section. Click on that. You will see this. It will click on it. It will take you to a video. Make sure you watch money principles, wealth principles, how rich people get rich and you stay poor, how to design your rich life, the step-by-step guide inspired by Ramit Sethi. What do I do with my money? We're going to talk about investing for beginners. If the videos aren't up there, they will be in the near future. Don't sweat. These take me hours to make. Please be patient. I'm trying to give you my best shit for $0. Please be patient, and I will show you. Check back on this. Subscribe to the newsletter, and you will see more of it and the Instagram, and I will update you guys. S&P 500 versus the S&P 500. Inflation is destroying your money. You worked hard for it. How to decide what to invest in. Stock, bonds, real estate, and more. I'm going to also include why buying a house for most people to live in is dumb. Stay tuned for that controversial one. Let me know what's been your most valuable and impactful of this so far. For the 1% of you, the 1 out of 100 that is serious, who has a business and is looking to scale, systemize, and grow it to multi-six-figure or hit the six-figure, whether you're the health professional, whether you're in any service-based industry, we can maybe have a conversation to see if you're a good fit for the mentorship program if you're looking to go to the next level and go beyond just getting free advice off YouTube. If you want more, you must do more. Nevertheless, I hope this was valuable. I'll see you in the next one.